What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Sunday Stock Show with Lucas. I hope you guys are all doing well. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my top 3 stocks for this week. So just a couple of things to keep in mind. The market was pulling back a little bit in the past week or so. Also keep in mind there's a lot of new Fed regulations that we have been hearing about, and they are expected to continue on in the future. So there's a lot of talk about inflation and inflation to continue rising into the future. So obviously that's not the best, especially not for the stock market. Things tend to pull back when there's talks about inflation, about increasing prices, right? We see a lot of spikes in oil, stuff like that. But aside from that, there's still always money to be made. So in my top 3 stocks today, I'm going to talk to you guys about bullish stocks. So whether you buy it in stock shares or you're going to be doing calls. But puts is always an option, but not on today's top 3 stocks. All right, so I hope you guys have all enjoyed your weekend and are ready for today's episode, because today, this video is for entertainment purposes only, and it's sci-fi time, so let's get into this. So the first stock that I want to talk about is going to be ticker symbol FL, which is Foot Locker. So as we know, a lot of people tend to be buying shoes before the summertime, right? So they do have a good time during spring and often during summer as well. People tend to stock up on their shoes. This is specifically Foot Locker is the services industry where they have the actual outlets, the stores where they're going to be selling the shoes. So what do I like about Foot Locker here? As we know, as I just said, it has sold off in the past week. Overall, the market did sell off as well. Although the market was hitting all-time highs, both for the S&P 500 and NASDAQ as well, things have pulled back a bit and has retraced and lost some of its gains. But overall, things will continue to trend upwards. So Foot Locker here has pulled back a little bit. Why do I like it? Well, they're coming down to this possible support here that we see. So they have a support here. I've already created an alert here at 55.30. They closed on Friday at 56. So they may pull back a tiny bit, very possible. I wouldn't get into the trade quite just yet, just because there also is another little support here at about $52.70 a share. All right. So when you get into it, make sure you wait for your confirmation of a reversal. Make sure that it begins to trend back upwards, because if you do buy it here at this 55.30 or 56, there is a possibility that it does sell off just a tiny bit more. All right. But if this week the markets are green, things begin to trend upwards, there's a lot of buying power and buying pressure, we may see a reversal come in right as of Monday or Tuesday. And at that point, I would put my confirmation of a reversal at around $58 a share, and I would try to run it up to this other resistance point up here. I already have my alert of about $62.50. You could try to push it a little further to about 63, 64. However, now you're going a little more aggressive and there's no guarantee that it'll actually hit that resistance. Of course, if it does go there, it could continue to run up. But for now, I would be comfortable with saying running it from about 58 to 62.50, which still gives us a very nice return, whether it's in stock purchases or options. From about 58 here to 60 gives us approximately 7% or 7.5% return. All right, so that's the first stock that I want to talk about. The next one I want to take a look at is going to be ticker symbol TWTR, which is Twitter. All right, again, they've been very bullish in the past couple of months, running up very aggressively, coming from this low here at about $49.70, $50 a share, let's say, coming all the way up to about $72 a share. So recently they have pulled back. They've done this again. Last week they pulled back, they ran back up. Now they've pulled back again. So they're currently sitting on this support here of about $66 a share. Again, there is a possibility that if it breaks this support here of $66, it may pull back all the way down to 60. So I would wait for a reversal. You might want to wait till about 67, 67.50, and then run this up to about $72 a share. And I believe if this one does run up, it will break the resistance, because as we saw here, every time it runs up, there's a higher high, pulled back, and then here we had a higher high again, pulled back. So if it does run up, I do expect it to break 72.50, possibly go up to about $73, $74 a share, and that would give us a nice return of approximately 6.5%. All right, so that's ticker symbol TWTR. Now the last stock that I want to take a look at is going to be ticker symbol SKX, which is Skechers. All right, so again, in the shoe industry, I'm liking the shoe industry right now. As we know, summertime, as I mentioned before, a lot of people tend to buy more shoes now. All right. So what do I like about Skechers? Here I've got a lot of alerts set up. They closed on Friday at about $47 a share. So this is a bit of a dangerous one because it can pull back, all right? It does look like the past couple of days have been a little bearish, and there is a possibility that it pulls back down to its next support line, which is here at about $45.60 a share. However, if it does catch itself at this support line, which it has done very often in the past, here we saw it bounce here again, bounce. So has a tendency to bounce off this 47 support. If it bounces here, it can run up very quickly like it's done in the past couple of weeks as well. And if it does begin to run up, you could put your confirmation at $47.50, $48, and try to run it up to about $50 or $51 a share. All right, so this doesn't seem like the biggest increase, but since it is a lower priced stock, that still is a decent return of approximately 4 to 4.5% return, which is a very safe play. Keep in mind, this is going to be a faster one, a faster moving stock, but make sure you put your confirmation and only enter into your trade when you are comfortable doing so. All right, don't try to buy the dip and it continue to dip. As we all know, we can't expect what's going to happen in the future, but we could plan for the worst, right? So if we're being careful with our money, preserving our capital, and waiting for a comfortable entry, at that point we are taking the safest trades and making sure that we are going to make money. All right, guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and I'll see you guys next week and on this week's coming episode as well of my top 3 undervalued stocks. But for now, we'll catch you guys tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. sharp for our live trading room. If you guys haven't signed up for our Discord yet, make sure to click the link in the bio because we have a free trial, all right? So you could join, come listen in on our trades, come listen in to me and Tony talking on our live, and catch some of the trades that we are doing as well. That's at 9 a.m. sharp, and we will catch you guys tomorrow morning. Have a good one, everybody. We'll see you next time.